Welcome back. Look years younger in 2019. Even though you'll be turning a year older, guess what? No one has to know. Dr. Ken Olazak from La Fontaine Aesthetics shares more insight on cosmetic medical facial treatments. He's also joined by Lucia Hazen, his office manager. So I'm so glad you guys are here. First of all, we're going to be talking about something a little different today, which I'm super excited about. And we're talking about cosmetic medical facial treatments. So let's talk about that. What do you have to offer?
Well, we've had injectable fillers for over 20 years, and we've really perfected how we use them. We can lift the face by lifting the cheek, the jawline, or the brow, and that's really been great for us. And next we're going to work on trying to work on decreasing the areas that we don't like.
That's nice, too. We all have those little areas that we think we can improve on. So you do say, though, that there are some limits. What are those limits, and what is something you warn people about?
Well, fillers are great because they lift the face, and we can lift that. But there are areas of the face that we want to decrease, like the jowls. No one likes the jowls, or under the chin fat, or even just heavy faces. So now we have procedures like cool sculpting, or Kybella, or Agnes RF fat dissolving that can take away those treatments without surgery. Before, those were always relegated to having to have surgery. Now you don't have to.
Well, you've got some pictures to show us just sort of how naturally the face ages. And for those of us who may be over 40, we already sort of know how that works, but that's okay. You can see here. So
let me skin in here. Yeah. So this is a good... this is someone who's 26, and this is someone who's 64. And we can see that as your skin ages, you lose volume in the cheek. See how she's flat here? She's got a little hollow here. This fold becomes really thick, and she gets a jowl. Her jawline is not straight and smooth. So you can really see the difference here. And here's another example of how someone ages over time. You can see in the 20s. In the 30s, you can start to see it.
Just a little bit, yeah.
In the 40s, you can really start to see it, and that's when we start seeing our patients. They look in the mirror and they go, oh, I need to do something. And then in the 50s, you can really see the pronounced volume loss. And in the 60s, you can really see, like, oh, we want to take some areas down as well as add, like the bag under the eye, the jowl, or this fold right here. So that's great. And then we have a photo. We have another poster of a man, not to leave men out.
Hey, men, this happens for you too, right?
And these are easy fixes for men. So here's someone in the 20s, next in 35, next in the 50s. And you can kind of see the same thing. He has a drawn face. He's got hollow under the eyes and cheeks, and his jawline. So those are things that we do. Those are things that we can do without surgery to make people look better.
I think a lot of times, you know, Lucia, maybe you can even talk to this too, because I'm sure when people, you say you see a lot of the people here around in the 40s, because you start to see that noticeable difference. So what are some concerns that maybe a lot of both men and women have when they come in to see you guys?
The biggest concern is, does it work? Okay. It's immediate. It does work. The next is it painful? It is like waxing your eyebrows.
Okay.
And then downtime. There's a minimal downtime, you know, a little swelling, maybe a little bruising.
Okay. So when we see stuff like this, Doctor, you've actually got also pictures of people that you've actually done work on,
right? Oh, yeah, let's look at them, yeah.
Yeah, because when you start to see some of these, that's the same
here's
person?
One. Here's the first one.
I'm seeing this for the first time, so I didn't realize.
So this is someone we did cheek, and you can look how her wrinkles have improved, and she's got a better apple of the cheek there. She just looks younger, more youthful.
See, and I think another...
And then here's another one in cheek, too. Like, you can see the reflection of the skin, and you can see how the apple just looks more healthy, and... So that's a great result.
That's a big difference right there.
And then here's a great one. For the under-the-eye hollows, those hollows are the things that whenever someone comes up to you and goes, oh, are you tired today? And you're not, this is what you get done. You get some filler under the eye hollows to make you look less tired.
You know, and look at this, too.
And this one is, if you look on the sides of the mouth, those are called marionette lines on the side of the mouth. And we can plump those out with fillers, and you can see how she looks more youthful.
When you go through these pictures, I think a lot of people also want to keep that natural look, correct? I mean, you know, you've seen some people, even like movie stars, and you're like, whoa, that person's had some work done. And that worries people. So is that something you can address to them in terms of that natural effect?
Well, right here, let's look at this picture. This is actually a slimming of the face. So if you've got a heavy jawline, look on the outside of her jaw. Look how it's thinned in with just a simple injections. So back to your question, though, yes, our goal is natural. natural results, and we want people to think you look better but have no idea that you did anything. Here's a great one to make you look thinner, and that's the fat underneath the chin that you can do with non-surgical procedures, which we were stuck with liposuction in the past.
Oh my gosh, yeah, and that's a big thing for both men and women because that makes you look so much younger. Absolutely. Immediately, because they see you through the face, and that's one of the first things a dead giveaway is, oh, wow, what have you done? And it's just like, oh, well, you know.
So here's a great one of natural results. So if you can see her before and after, we did several things on her, but you can't really tell she had anything done, but you know she looks better. And we didn't do a lot of one thing. We did a little bit of many things. And so that's a perfect example of our work. Here's another one. So you can see her. She looked kind of drawn and tired and maybe sad before. And if you look at her afterwards, she looks more youthful, not as sad or tired. And so that's a great representative result of the kind of patients that we have.
Well, you're doing a great deal for everybody, so let's make sure we let everyone know. Snag today's Mile High Living deal before it ends at La Fontaine Aesthetics. Buy one cosmetic medical facial treatment, and you'll get half off for the next week. So call now, 303-355-4772. That number again is 303-355-4772. For all of the variety of services, visit DenverFusionSpa.com. They paid for today's segment.